Lost the stream lag, the stream delay there.
Yep. Welcome back. Here we go. We were just debating on how much time between day seats and
for some reason on the screen share it shows the same like it's like 20 to 30 seconds behind what's actually happening. So
it's one of those mysteries of the ages.
Leb, I think your internet's crap.
Really? You think living in a fucking
very
bog?
It's just a hunch. Just a hunch.
On the plus side, if you ever want to do shrooms, I'll be a fun thing to watch. Whoa!
Hey.
Oh wait,
whoa.
I think I already have.
Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode 35. We are joined by Krendar's Adventures and the amazing Hat-Ophiles. That's what you call your hat, right?
Sure, why not? Hi.
Micky will be joining us. And that's why there's just the icons right now. And Two Guns.
Hi.
He returns already because he was a star player.
Hi. Lev said I was too ugly to turn my camera on. I'm pretty offended, if I'm honest.
Luckily, you still haven't found any ammo, so he's still safe.
Yeah, for now. I'm still looking. Looking.
You're such a good shot, you'll actually fire over the curvature of the earth and it'll hit me.
Hey, man. I'm actually the best sniper who ever lived.
That's why your icon
problem.
Have a sniper rifle.
I think I figured out the problem. According to your icon, it looks like your magazines just keep falling out of your guns.
That's, well, the chambers are also locked back. So, yeah, I fired till empty, and the mags fell out, and there's a bunch of laser sights on me, and I have a Metal Gear Solid exclamation point over my head. And,
I was also thinking, why are you a priest?
I think it was supposed to be like a trench coat.
I don't know. It has an anime vibe, but that's what I see.
I was getting trench coat, not priest.
Yeah, I mean, a friend of ours drew it. Her name's Genevieve. She was a long time frequent guest on our show when we were still doing it. By the way, there's 90 episodes of the show on Two Guns No Ammunition on SoundCloud, as well as most of them, the more recent ones on YouTube. Feel free to pop over there. It's all pre-recorded. It doesn't matter. We're a bunch of silly boys and girls. Anyway. Yeah, so she designed that whole thing with a little bit of input, and
she did a good job.
I like it. And if you don't, you can suck my dick.
It's a very standout one,
which also has no ammo.
Right. I got clipped.
Oh, so you're saying you're firing blanks?
Oh yeah, no babies for me. Just kidding, I haven't done that. Although I would. Oh! The older I get, the less I want kids.
Oh.
But
I still want to get the call from some girl I hooked up with one night, and she's like, "You done got me pregnant." She has to have only one tooth. I was completely shit-faced and very lonely. And then she like lives in a trailer with her mama, who's like 800 pounds and can't move.
Wow,
that's my life goal. That's my fucking. That is the goal of my life: is to find a woman.
Hashtag life goals.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna role play quick, Lev. You just got the call right now. How do you react? You're on the line.
Okay. So, real quick, what's your religious orientation again? Oh, all right. Interesting. That many citations from the Southern Poverty Center, huh?
Yeah. I'm an eclectic pagan, but just racists.
Just all the.
I worship all the racists.
Jesus, I actually did. Ever since I moved out here, I actually have gone out on a date with a Wiccan priestess, and
really?
it was she was fun. She still is fun. I talk to her from time to time. She's she's a pretty cool lady, but there was no
usually
sparks.
Pretty laid back.
There was no sparks. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I had
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
No,
I messed around with a Wiccan for a few weeks, many years ago. Still, they are non-binary now, so we still touch base now and then. But it's been a while. I think they got married and shit. But cool people, fun time.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with any Wiccan. Another good example would be Elf Kings, our friend we've had on here a few times, their mother-in-law is a high priestess of the Wiccan Church. So I'd actually know a few of them. She's great. She's a great friend in her own right. I think she might have even appeared on one of my videos in Omaha. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, Wiccans tend to be really chill. They don't get up in your face. And hell, one of them even told me up front, look, it's probably all just for my sake and bullshit, but it makes me feel happy, you know? So, you can't go wrong with that. Like, there's no pamphlets. There's no fucking, it has to be done this exact way.
Wait a minute. You're telling me there's self-awareness in religion? What?
And it's the one that doesn't have any buildings or proper, like organization.
One that's not demanding tithes and attendances and...
Yeah.
Doesn't have cannibalistic rituals.
Wiccan is a bit cringe, though. It is cringe to like an atheist such as my lonesome self. I mean, my very confidently independent self. God, no one loves me. But
I mean, every religion is cringe to an atheist, really.
Yeah, but I mean, there's layers of it. This isn't the Westboro Baptist Church or wherever the fuck ISIS is, or Scientology, or the Mormons.
Westboro's not even a real religion. They're just...
That's the thing. It's all the same. Oh, no, there are people.
They're lawsuit trolls.
They are still 100%. Like there is a core of them that actively believe it. They're usually the ones that go off and even get banned by that church. Like there are people that they've banned. They're so insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember...
yeah, but I meant the leadership, not the members.
Oh, yeah, but then again, you could say the exact same thing with Scientology. Scientology doesn't give a fuck about the faith. It only cares about lining its pockets. That's why they're...
I love how people fell for that, right? Like, after the guy said, I'm going to start a new cult to scam people out of money. And then people joined his religion anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he actually said that flat out before he made it.
People and hell, they get very militarized. Did you hear about? I think it was in the 70s or 80s. Their attempt to completely take over a town by infiltrating every aspect of its local government to vote out anyone who wasn't a Scientologist. They even had a weird, like, really LARPy name for it, like Operation Cyclone or something like that.
I've never heard of that, but it doesn't surprise me in the least.
Oh, it was all the FBI just put a stop to it because they are fucking morons, and that's where the sort of stereotype of the armies of lawyers for Scientologists and cults as large come out, because the lawyers they wrangle in with like litigation until even Legal Eagle were like, I'm out, like. Oh, praise be the golden Trump statue, the one true God. Yeah, so long as it can be like the golden calf from the Bible that eventually gets like tossed down when God gets pissed, I'd be okay with that.
I'm on board.
Yeah, have it melted. Have God like look at it and his eyes go up like Superman's, and then it just the Trump face just melts. I would be 100% behind that, and I would praise our new laser beam overlord. He is very laser beamy.
Laser Lord?
Laser Lord.
He's very laser beam?
I'm a shoot the whoop. What?
I'm a little confused now.
God, using laser beam eyes to destroy the Trump statue. Was I out of the loop for that long?
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
Did you
I don't know. I've just never heard God described as being very laser beam.
Well, that's because he isn't marketing himself right. Like, it would appeal to a whole new... Yeah, he hasn't marketed himself in about 2,000 years. He's let other people do it.
Yeah, he's got lazy.
Oh, you know for a fact he's like one of those people who peak in high school and then they like relive the game the football game over and over again.
Now he is the 800-pound guy who can't leave his trailer.
Just watching reruns, in the middle of the day, surrounded by like pizza boxes and like his own waste everywhere. There's like dogs that are starting to settle in at the far back, and he has to occasionally beat them off.
Is that why he's going by the name Jared Genesis now? Genesis because he's God.
Oh,
that bitch can't spell Genesis.
I don't know if he can spell Jared.
You know, I could imagine if you asked him that, he'd be like, "Whatever, man," and then in a few seconds he'd be screaming at you like, "I bet you can't spell it. I bet you can't."
I'm a real man.
Not a real man.
I like booty. I'm an ass man.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Terrorists.
Booty.
Terrorists. If you don't like booty, you're on a list, asshole.
But not the booty list.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
The anti-booty list. Let's get into it. With we got some heavy topics tonight. But until Mickey shows up, we'll look at this. Because this is awesome in the more traditional sense. I don't know why that just happened.
I don't know if we can show this on YouTube. This is lewd.
So lewd. Might help if I actually show it though. There we go.
I'm aroused. I gotta go. Bye, guys.
Yeah, here. Look at them put the super yacht through was it Amsterdam?
Are they trying to reenact the Suez Canal?
That looks. Yeah, this is the Netherlands.
Oh wait, Project 817 isn't that Jeff Bezos's one?
Is it?
I think it. I remember watching Kyle.
Is that Bezos' fucking yacht?
I think it is, but the thing is,
figure here, wouldn't it?
This was old. This is like the 22nd of April, right? And I only heard about that. Like I watched Kyle Kalinske, and he talked about it the day before yesterday. So this was it being prepared, I think, for Jeff Bezos because it had a really stupid LARPy name, like 817 Project 817 or some shit like that.
Super secret awesome boat. No one will know about it until I sail it through the fucking Dutch canals like a douchebag.
It's so hold on, I was going to show it later, but this would be a perfect comparison. I'll actually show Jeff Bezos' boat. It's the one that has its own yacht because it's so big.
I like how it's just like cruising by buildings that it's bigger than.
It's a skyscraper. It's a sideways skyscraper that floats.
Pretty much. Yeah. Look at it right next to the windmill. Look at that classy, iconic windmill, and this fucking icon of greed and opulence just sailing by.
You can't put windmills in Dutchlandia. That's racist.
Yeah, well, they have a bunch of stereotypes. They walk around with clogs.
Well, that's self-racist then.
Yo, you can visit windmills, and there's the one has this like it's like a small clog museum / store, and it's awesome. And 8-year-old and there's a giant pair that like 2 to 3 children can sit in side by side with their legs inside it.
Holy shit! That's
yeah, and like it's a total tourist thing to like stand in them and get your picture taken and stuff. I went there like 4 or 5 times as a kid. It was great.
Who decided that the wooden blocks would be acceptable as shoes?
People who didn't have the resources to use leather, so they formed it out of block. Plus, it's better in a country that often floods when you think about it.
They're buoyant.
It's better than walking around barefoot and you don't cut your feet up at least.
Like the French did at the time. Because apparently they just before the revolution, they were so hungry they'd eat all their shoes.
Should we abandon the show, Lev, and just go on a Wikipedia deep dive on clogs and windmills?
No.
Oh, man.
That's not.
It is tempting, though, because I did have a set of clogs as a kid as well. My mom came back from Amsterdam. I'm sure not to do anything like go to stores with hash cake. No, my mom wouldn't do that. Not at all. But she came back with, like, gifts for people, and I was, like, I don't know, 5 at the time, or 4. And she came back, and she brought me back a set of clogs that were one size too big, so they looked doubly ridiculous. Clown shoes and clog shoes.
That's amazing.
It doesn't even. I've seen much better looking yachts as well. I'm going to be honest with you. It looks very too minimalistic. There's no character to it.
Not really.
It looks like something out of Anno 2077 or something like that. Actually, it does look like the boats from the ecological faction or wherever the fuck they're called.
It's from the rich douchebag faction, damn it.
Yeah, which I think is actually another one. Where is the Jeff? Here we go. Jeff Bezos' new 500 million. Yeah, there's Kalinske.
By the way, Bezos.
Hiya, Kyle. We're going to steal your content because we're terrible like that. We love you.
Obnoxiously rich.
I don't.
Homeboy has like $200 billion.
We can't hear him.
You can't even spend $1 billion in a lifetime. He's got $200 billion. So anyway, this idiot decided to buy the world's most mega yacht ever. So take a look at this. This is in CNN Business. The world's richest man is reportedly buying a boat, though that word feels inappropriately sensible for the monstrosity going to Captain Bezos. A 417-foot super yacht that's so massive it has its own support yacht.
Support yachts.
I love the fact that the world's first crazy super yacht was going to Jeff Bezos. That just feels appropriate.
It was clearly made by the same people, Ocean Co. But look, Project 721. Oh, that one was 821. So that's not that one that we saw. Wasn't even Jeff's one. His one's probably better or bigger, at least.
Also, I'm wondering what the support yacht is for. What is its job?
It's the fucking. It's where the staff live. When they're out in international waters for 6 months.
I know what it's for. It's when you go into like shallower waters. You'd go. It'll be like brought down, and then you'd be.
The big one has to like sit out at sea like a fucking.
It's like the little raft the people on the ship use to get to shore.
Yeah, but it's a yacht instead of a raft.
The landing.
It's not a ferry. It's a yacht. It's another yacht.
That's awesome.
Fuck him. As one of the millions of people who made and is making today and won't stop Jeff Bezos rich. Fuck you, Jeff. I get a say in this. I'm a stakeholder. All right. I've had a Prime membership for as long as I've had a credit card. Fuck you, asshole.
Is that it? Is this Sailing Yacht A, which features a wall made of stingray skin? That's some Bond villain shit right there.
Yeah,
like, what
dude,
the fuck?
Have you seen Jeff Bezos?
No, if it was a Bond villain, it would be a wall made out of still a living stingrays.
Motor Yacht A in 2017.
When you get near
it's bigger than it's as big as a World War II. Like that's I think is the Manchester or the Belfast. I think it's like a destroyer or like a cruiser. It's as big as a World War II battle or combat ship at least.
Yeah, whatever. Our Navy's better.
Not as fancy. Wait. Oh my God! It has its own subs.
Sea moths.
Dude, I want a submarine.
It has its own submarines made by the company Triton. Is about the size as a garden shed. Yeah, it's a sea moth.
That looks a lot like the Subnautica little sea moth.
Dude, it probably is.
Look at that man. Look at that man. He's only happy when he realizes his wealth can buy dreams. You know?
I mean, apparently it can because I want a submarine.
Well, we all want submarines, but
Wait, did he buy a cathedral?
Yachts are similar to Christian cathedrals sponsored by wealthy Europeans centuries ago. Oh, that's a shit comparison.
That's a reach.
Actually, that's a big reach. I don't know. That feels kind of accurate to me. They're both
just flexes,
ostentatious shows of wealth.
But at least the poor people can go inside the cathedrals.
It's a water cathedral.
It's a cathedral.
But not for poor people.
Yes, if it's to the Church of Economos.
Yes.
Economos.
Crazy Economos.
Yeah.
Oh no! It should be objectivism from Atlas Shrugged.
Maybe. What was I gonna say? Shit.
Where's Andrew Ryan? Oh, there he is.
That man owed the sweat from his brow. No, it's mine as well.
I just want to say that I feel personally attacked by this article because my big stupid lottery winning dream, in part, is to either purchase or construct a church that contains a church organ and turn it into a concert venue residence.
I've been to
And
places
have a
like
church
that,
organ?
and it is as cool as you think it is.
I want a church organ
I want
really,
to go
really
to a church
bad.
organ rave.
Yes, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
Rob Scallon is a big YouTuber. He does a lot of music stuff, and he covered a church organ in Chicago. It's one of the biggest in the world. And in a follow-up video, they figured out how to connect MIDI to the literal church organ and play like metal songs and stuff. I must reiterate,
church organ.
I must reiterate, through like a 5,000 plus pipe church organ, and I need that in my life as a gazillionaire.
Yes,
I will show
link to
you
that?
a place that, actually, if you could pop that in the chat. In the meantime, I want to show on Henry Street in Dublin. Henry Street Church Bar. I think it's called like just the Church Bar. Church Bar, Henry Street. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I want to show you guys the glory of the Lord, and by the Lord I mean getting drunk on Sambuca. Might help if I have images. Okay, here it is.
Ah.
Yep, downstairs is the bar. Very nice for lunches and the like. Here's the actual bar.
I like it.
Yeah. Down there is a famous, someone very famous is buried there, but I can't remember who. There it is from the
What's
outside.
upstairs, like dining or something?
Yeah, it's just more seats. It also does some pretty great Christmas parties, but you have to book like a year in advance. One of the few open air places north side you can go and sit down and like have a drink. There's like a bunch of seats everywhere, but you can see this like around Christmas and such. So obviously. There's Arthur. It was Arthur Guinness, if I'm right, who was interred there. That's the back side of it. It looks very almost bland, but as you saw, once you go inside it, it's got the huge ass pipe organ. Apparently,
I'm just enjoying the thoughts of how much the church must be pissed off about this fact. This has happened.
It just ran out of money, and a lot of places that happened there too. A lot of places got turned into apartments that were former churches.
There are plenty of churches. I mean, first of all, there's a church on almost every goddamn street corner in my country. But a lot of them, because there are so many, have gone out of business and can be purchased by any schmuck. You know?
I know that I've seen a few places in America where you can pick any random, like, I've been to a city where you could pretty much pick any random spot in the city and stand there and look left and right and see at least two churches from where you're standing.
They often don't look like churches
insane.
either. They look very shitty a lot of times, especially.
A lot of them are just holes in the wall.
Yeah, like that. What's the name of that guy that DP sometimes shows? The really the small one who has like just an annex at like a strip mall, and it has like a bunch of like trees in the back, and he's the one who says that like gay people, there's a cure for gayness and it's HIV and shit like that.
The angry guy.
Yeah, he was clearly like in the closet like crazy.
Yeah, I forget his name, but I think I know the guy you're talking about.
Yeah,
there's like a guy in an easy boy and lazy boy in the audience, and
but you can tell that's just like a fucking strip mall. There's probably like a used gold store next door to it.
Probably.
Here's something out of the States. South Carolina, powerful tornado overturns plane at airport.
Oof.
Cool.
That sounds expensive.
Oh yeah, I'm here now. If you can hear me.
Oh, anyway. Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
Mickey.
How's it going?
Just showing up randomly. Oh, hey.
Okay, now that you're here, I can actually set up the cameras. So
Steven Anderson. Yeah, Brian, that's the guy.
Yeah. Jesus
God, I
Christ.
hate that fucking guy.
All right. Doesn't he now go out in the street and harass people?
I would not be the least bit surprised. He's that kind of a piece of shit.
Oh, didn't he get like blacklisted from traveling overseas?
I hope so.
Yeah, I think he got a travel ban to come to Ireland, if I'm right. Because we don't like we've been getting, in all fairness, I'll criticize Ireland for a lot of things, but we've been getting progressive as fuck, and that includes making sure people who have some really shitty views don't come into our country. We have enough of
that.
Nice.
I heard that. Because he's so awful. They're like, we just don't want you here.
Yep.
I mean, on the one hand, I wouldn't want thought policing happening, but we're talking about people who go out and like try to rally people to their shitty causes. So
yeah, he's
fuck that.
actively trying to promote like hate crimes and shit. Not just like
literally.
Hey, say what you want about say what's his name? Say not Fuentes. He'd be a bad example because he does fucking act like that. But what's his name? Oh God, JF Garipi.
Jeff
might go and say some pretty horrible shit and believe some pretty horrible shit, 100% real. But the thing is, I can't see him actively rallying the troops, you know?
Right, yeah. He doesn't seem like a recruiter.
Yeah. But Nick Fuentes is. He does try to rally the troops. He went to the protests in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get rid of your icon.
And may or may not have gone inside.
Yeah, that's still for the courts to decide.
Speaking of which, should we know how long Baked Alaska is going to be in jail for? Has that been
No,
said yet?
Has he even gone to trial yet?
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
heard hide or hair. If anyone in the chat knows anything about that, we can have a look. I just
Knowing the speed of the American judicial system, he probably hasn't gone to trial yet.
oh shit!
Isn't Mercedes? What's her name? Still
I was
waiting
about
for
to just
her
ask
trial.
that. Yeah,
Carrera, Mercedes Carrera.
Mercedes Carrera. That's the one. But yeah, I was curious about her when the last time we heard anything about her.
I don't know what's going on with her, but like whether she did it or not or anything like that. But it's disgusting that they've been holding her without a trial for so long.
Yeah, it's just been going on and on and on and on and on.
Like what if it turns out that she's innocent and she's just been held?
I know the original call was done at the behest of her father, if I'm right, who is like really religious and very intolerant in how she lives, saying that they did find guns that weren't licensed and there was drugs on the premises, like meth, with like kids around. But to what degree, like where were the kids that day? Like did the kids like see that regularly? Was it a one-off?
Didn't they
a
also
lot of details we don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't they also drop the gun charges and something else?
Maybe.
I feel like they dropped a bunch of stuff that was sort of surprising to hear go away.
Yeah.
I think something got dropped. That sounds vaguely familiar.
I would check, but we have to get the stuff from the title sorted, and we are going to be looking at a YouTuber anyway who's gone to jail, so there's no point to over-egg the pudding, so to speak. Let's look at some planes fly around.
I was just trying to help Vamp while you fix the cameras.
No, I appreciate it, and I am curious myself, so if anyone knows that, and do actually post it up on the Discord, and we can talk about it next week. So yeah, here's... This reminds me of you played GTA 3, trying to fly the caravan, the dodo, and it can't get off the ground 9 times out of 10. Slams into it because like the game isn't designed for you to actually fly anything. They're just meant to be there as like props flying in the air.
I haven't really played the GTA games, but I know there's a lot of plane flying in the Just Cause series I did play.
Yeah.
And I know that in GTA 3, one of my favorite things to do was turn on the low gravity cheat, spawn a tank, turn the turret around, and use the turret shooting the tank over and over again as jet propulsion.
Yeah, I did that.
That was one of my favorite things.
Have you ever seen this game, actually, Two Guns? There's a game that actually has something like that built into it. I think it's called Lufttrousers. It's a silly game about plane. It's a silly game about plane combat. But you can change what gun you have on your plane and also what engine you have on your plane. And one of the engines is called a gungeon because it's just a gun that fires out of the back. And that's how you propel yourself.
Enter the gungeon.
Amazing.
Enter the gungeon.
Also, I love the fact that there's a sequel to Enter the Gungeon that's called Exit the Gungeon.
Oh, nice.
It's like you got into the gungeon, you did what you needed to do, now you need to get out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Krendar, while I get this set up, could you just quickly do the shill, by the way? We haven't done the shill once.
Do the shill?
Do the shill.
All right.
We need to eat
this, are we working on the specific goal right now, or?
No, just not right now, but just
give them
All
money.
right, well, here's the generic shilly shill. If you enjoy our show, give us some cool money. Yay!
If you hate it, still give money, because why not? What are you going to do with the money?
yeah,
Give us hate donations.
spend it on puppies and rainbows. No, you're going to spend it on cryptocurrency and e-girls.
Because I'll guarantee you one thing: every single dollar you give us is not going to Boogie or
Ain't that
Darkside
the
Phil.
truth?
Yeah.
I think he's been getting into some spice again lately.
He
too, hasn't
has, but I haven't checked out. I haven't seen a compilation of him that isn't from like Rich from Review Tech, so I don't want to just steal Rich's stuff. If I actually can find it, yeah. But he has been making a complete triple arse of himself. But this is going to require just a quick
As
bit
usual.
of backstory. Yeah, I mean, when was he a fucking cool dude? Apparently never. But this is Boogie. Boogie, probably most of you know who he is. Big YouTuber back of the day, kind of like everyone knew him, friends of friends, blah, blah, blah.
It's not as big as he used to be. He's lost some weight.
He put a lot of it back on. That was another thing. People were really shocked when he lost tons of weight. At one point, he was on a bloody mobility scooter. He was that overweight. And then, bam! He's any goodwill was just thrown away with his constant lying and weird acting of complaining, feeding the trolls. And then one of the trolls decided to do a very not cool thing, come to his house, which this video you will see here.
That is very not cool.
Hey Sam, this doesn't have to.
This is last year, I
What's the guy's
think.
name again?
Sorry, what?
I keep forgetting the guy's name.
Boogie.
Freaking. No, the other guy. The
Oh,
asshole.
troll?
yeah, the one with the
what's his
really
name?
bad hair.
Who screws with people?
Yeah, he's gone now. His channel's been taken down, which is good because
Damn.
he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But Boogie's the one that went to jail.
Cameron, this doesn't have to go down this way, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I will.
And then what, you gonna shoot me?
No, I'm thinking my roommate will.
Kill me?
I guess so, buddy. Just give me a second to get my dog wrangled.
You're a fucking pussy, dude.
Oh, hold on. I'll show you pussy, bud.
I have to wrangle my 2-pound dog.
He's the air guy.
Look at the evening air.
Yeah. Hey, you mind grabbing my dog?
Nope, come here.
By the way, anyone who streamed at some point always thinks in the back of their mind, if they reach a level of fame, is this ever going to happen where someone's just going to like come to their house, you know? It's unlikely it'll ever happen, but I'll tell you now, don't come to my house. Ever. Okay? It's
Luckily,
creepy.
I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, I don't know about that. What happens if someone's driving by and they think, oh, it'd be really nice to drop in unannounced, you know?
All I'm gonna say is that I live in the United States, in a very gun-friendly state.
As we can see here. Well, all right.
They
I
won't
don't
be
know.
able to find
Don't-
me because they'll have to like dig through all the trash and junk and piles.
They'll find you in the city dump,
Yeah.
in a house made out of like an old shipping container and a lean-to of
Yeah.
corduroy's metal. Yeah, I could. So, like I've always said this, Mickey. If the bombs happened, you'd be the junk trader, just wandering across the
I would be.
wasteland, with like covered in spoons and bits of old TV and stuff. Bring out your
They help,
junk.
man, the
I
bits of
got
old
some
TV
fine
to keep
stuff.
you alive.
Yeah. You'll be the one that gets the water that only has 5% radiation.
You ready?
So you want this here?
You don't need to watch. Obviously, this is it.
Please don't.
So this is from.
Hey, Steve.
Okay, so that was from that was from Boogie's standpoint, the whole thing. But what happens is he comes out and he's like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna?" You probably hear it here. What are you gonna do? And Boogie takes his gun out and fires a warning shot. Now that's what got Boogie in trouble. Firing the warning shot.
Now here's a question: would the legalities of things have been different if he had fired the warning shot like down into the dirt instead of up into the air?
He fired in the air.
Yeah, he fires
That's
a
what I
warning.
heard.
You don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he fucked up.
That
He
I
fucked up.
believe that's the reason why he got arrested.
I'm not a lawyer, However, I do know that the legality of a warning shot period varies. I don't even know if it's legal where I am. Generally not a great idea.
See, here's the thing about firing shots into the air.
Oh shit!
gonna
There it
come
is.
back
Yeah,
down
that's you
sometime
shoot into the ground
somewhere.
if you do that. Into the ground every time. Because
Yeah.
dozens of people die every year usually around New Year's, people shooting guns off in the air.
He's
But
also
that's the
pointing
thing.
the
Like,
gun at
that's
the,
my
at the
question,
dude.
though. What's the legality of doing
Frank
a warning
Hassel.
shot if it's into the ground?
That will vary by jurisdiction. I don't know where it's legal. I don't know where it's illegal. I know my sense of it is that I feel like I've heard that it's okay in some places and not in others. And the U.S. is 50 little countries with a federal government.
Although I have to say, like,
Bruh.
I have a disagreement with part of the phrasing on the screen. Fires warning shot at Frank Hassel. He didn't fire it at Frank.
Yeah.
He fired
Yeah,
it in
he
the
fired
air.
it in the air.
Yeah.
He was
Obviously,
warning Frank, but it wasn't
The
fired.
warning
at
was
him.
at him. The shot was not.
Like, if you're saying that you're firing a warning shot at someone, what you're implying is that you pointed the gun at the person and purposely missed.
Hey guys,
but didn't miss by much, right? Like, that's not what happened here.
By the way, Frank Hassel was the guy who was going to Boogie's house. Is a complete piece of garbage because if you go to his Twitter, he has a sign a petition to give Boogie 298 the death penalty.
Oh, is he the one that started that?
yeah.
I don't know if he
actually got
started
that
it, but he's
here.
tweeting it on his Twitter. 3,000 out of 5,000 signed.
Piece of shit.
Also, I love the
incoming.
fact that the guy who came to harass Boogie, his name is.
Oh god, I think it's down.
Yeah.
I think it's down.
Change.org is down, or just that particular petition?
Well, let's try change.org, but
Probably the petition, I'm guessing.
yeah, because obviously, well,
All right. Well, the site itself is up clearly.
yeah, it had like 3,000 signs.
People signing it.
Yeah,
That's
all-
disgusting.
all trolls, obviously, and they're like, oh, "This is funny."
No, death threats are not funny, you assholes. Even if you
Well,
don't mean
I
it.
mean, giving someone the death penalty in a legal sense is not a threat if it's being
Well, it's
issued by
not-
strangers on the internet.
Yeah,
Like, they don't have control of their legal system.
Well, yeah, but
you
it's
know.
still 3,000 people saying that they want him to die, even if they don't mean it.
Yeah.
They're
That
still
is
saying,
true. I
let's-
just wouldn't call it a.
They're still
It's
saying,
shitty.
hey, let's
I wouldn't
kill
call
this
it a threat.
guy. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
Let's
a matter of
look at the chat.
interpretation. But
well, that troll
I
did
hear
a
what
good
you're saying.
job getting Boogie
It's
into trouble.
threat adjacent.
yes, I'll agree with that.
When you fire a warning shot, you're supposed to shoot their kneecap instead of their head. If they don't
That's-
back down after that, then you shoot them in the head.
That is.
I mean, a lot of
not a warning shot.
They will fall backwards because their legs don't work anymore.
Getting shot in the leg can still kill you. You have these things
Injuring
called
someone.
arteries.
It's not warning, it's injuring.
Arteries. That's where I
That's-
keep all my blood.
That is assault with a deadly weapon
Oh, my
and or attempted
cholesterol.
murder
I've been
if
saving
they
it.
survive.
I've been saving it for a rainy day.
For the record, Boogie didn't try to fight it or anything like that. He went home intentionally so he could get arrested, so there wouldn't be like a warrant out on his arrest. But if I was right, it was like a $5,000 bond was put on him.
I mean, that probably made them go lighter on him.
Oh yeah, and because it's
Compliance
all
and-
recorded, it's a good chance that it'll be work better. But there's some
Go
pretty-
back up slightly to that picture. Yeah, that one. What is that behind him?
It's like the Game of Thrones. It's like the Iron.
Yeah, but what is it
Throne.
actually though?
It's selfie sticks.
That's what I was wondering. Is like, did he make a Game of Thrones Iron Throne out of selfie sticks?
I think you did.
What's
Because I kind of respect that actually.
I'm torn. I'm torn on that one. It's kind of cool and it's kind of really.
I will.
really
I will
lame.
give him that at the very least.
He might not have even made it. He might have just found it and like. But it's either way. It's still impressive.
I respect whoever made it.
What the fuck? Teen gamer records chilling video boasting about killing 19-year-old female rival. Okay. I don't know any of the context there, but that's a hell of a statement. I don't know what Boogie. I don't know what Boogie could be facing. I know he's facing some. He could be facing some jail time, and it could go into the years. I think.
Possibly.
I heard somewhere 6.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It could be up to 6 years. Probably won't be, but
It's crazy though. For just somebody's on his property. I mean,
Like he was being harassed, but the second
He's in
he fired the.
he's in Arkansas, so shouldn't they be like
He's in Arkansas.
pro like
Yeah.
shooting people on your property or something? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I would have
I don't-
thought that they would.
Not that that's good, but
Yeah, I mean,
Kansas.
Kansas.
It, I don't know. I'm not familiar with their laws at all. But it could go from watching all the legal that I do. My general understanding is that a lot of things rely or lean on intention. And given that he like a stranger was trespassing, he told him to leave and he wouldn't. There, it seems to me like there are some things in his favor, legally speaking. So I don't know which way it would go.
Although I have to put
I think
one
it
thing
should
out.
be perfectly legal for him to have done a warning shot of some kind, period. Yeah. Just the fact that he fired it into the air is the problem.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'm sure that's what they'll ultimately zoom in on. But whatever. I'm not a lawyer. I don't fucking know.
Maybe they'll go easy on him because apparently it didn't come down on anybody.
Yeah.
Because we probably would have heard about that if it did.
Oh, yeah.
Consequences also matter.
Kills a puppy or something.
Well, we don't want the puppies to die.
No. I mean, there'd have to be some sort of penalty because he was reckless and could have endangered somebody.
There definitely should be. We'll see.
But they might go easy on it because the consequence didn't happen, but it could have.
So you guys...
But also, fuck this guy who's harassing him.
Oh, 100%. And you know what the weird thing is?
He's the biggest villain here.
He, if I'm right, he said something along the lines of, I hope Boogie gets the... on Twitter, he said something like, I hope Boogie gets the mental help that he gets. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you're the one that was harassing him.
Yeah.
He's the one that needs the mental help.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh God, is there no decent... I thought I had one lined up. Anyway, you guys know what's been going on with Israel and the shit that's been...
Nope.
Well,
no idea.
Catch me up.
Well,
catch me outside.
Let's pick something that won't block me with a bloody block. So, the conflict explained. The escalation of full fighting between Israelis and Palestinians have led to the UN to warn of a full-scale war. How did it start? Well, we don't need the whole thing. We'll just get it up right to the moment. There was a raid on the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and it was had to do with a planned protest with really far right Jewish Zionists, really strong Zionists. They wanted to have a march, and as a result, there were massive clashes between people. And it led to huge raids and crackdowns and missile strikes. And then Hamas and the like fired back, 150 of them fired. And in response, airstrikes have been just bombarding all these areas, particularly Gaza. There's tanks outside of Gaza right now preparing to move in. Because they've moved in, when I was, about 16, 17, I remember they moved into Gaza with tanks, and they just, absolutely messed the place up for 3 years. And Hamas responded by bombing. If I'm right, a school got burnt down. A Jewish school got burnt down after 5 or 6 people, the Palestinians, were killed. So as a response now, lynchings have been taking place to anyone who's Arabic.
Damn.
It's absolute shit right now, because on one side you have a bunch of people firing indiscriminately into densely packed city streets. On the other side, you have densely packed city streets being artillery striked, and teams going in firing white phosphorus grenades and stuff like that. Oh yeah, there's been white phosphorus.
Isn't white phosphorus
illegal?
Considered to be a war crime?
Yeah, but Israel uses it all the same. It's just chaos right now.
What a horrible way to kill somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad enough that they're killing people at all, but
yep.
On top of that, they got to
burn off
them
the bone
rather than just explode or something.
It's
not even going to be a quick death, is the thing.
I think this is too vague. Is there no... There we go. Bloodshed in the West Bank. Conflict broadens. Now, online, a lot of people are supporting Israel for a whole mess of reasons. And not just because of, like, yeah, terrorism is bad and all that, but also because actively, and this is really shitty, it has become a trend for certain people to say if you ever say anything bad about Israel, you're immediately branded as anti-Semitic. Like, the two have been ultimately conflated. And that's not true in the slightest. Like, you can still point out that, yeah, Hamas is shit and they have used people as human shields to stop the bombing. That's because you're bombing them. Like, they wouldn't need the human shields if you didn't attack them, you know?
John Morgan says killing people is poor social skills.
Like the worst social skills.
No, where do you get that idea?
That's pretty antisocial.
That's pretty anti-American by the sound of it.
look, I am a red-blooded American. Okay, I love this country, and that's exactly why I make fun of it all the time. I criticize our leaders. I criticize the culture.
Are you sure you're not green-blooded?
Well, you know, if the cult of Economos is to be believed, yes.
Economos.
Praise Economos. But I'm also technically Jewish, and I have no particular love for Israel's tactics in this never-ending conflict. I get that they have had hostilities on all sides for their entire existence as a nation, that they were plopped in there by the Allies after World War II and the Palestinians got railroaded. That doesn't change the fact that they're being very, very brutal and apparently committing war crimes, from what I just heard.
You know what?
It's like, I can't, just because I share a bit of their ethnicity and have some direct experience with like their culture and the native religion, doesn't mean that I have to condone their governmental actions all the fucking time. But that is too hard. That's too hard for people to get.
Yep.
Along with so many other things that require any level of nuance these days.
Nuances are hard.
It is hard.
Well, here's the Iron Dome trying to intercept the rockets being launched. The Iron Dome is this incredibly expensive anti-missile technology that was first set up in the first Gulf War. It would occasionally shoot down Scuds from Saddam. But it was...
Does it work?
Yeah, but it can't stop everything, so it still gets through. And it costs so much. And who did they buy it from? Good old US of A.
Great.
Who also then often supply peoples who then sell that weaponry off to Hamas. So both sides are using American weaponry to some degree or another.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But what I find fascinating most of all is Israel. You know, like when you often hear like a country is doing something bad, but then you hear like, oh, there's elements inside the country that is like against it, and it's the vast majority who are against it. It's the opposite in Israel. Israel's kind of an ethno-state. They really like the idea, and you'd think this would be ironic.
What do you mean, kind of?
It is a 100% ethno-state. I've been to it, by the way. I've been to Israel. I found it a very lovely country, but I've been to Palestine too. And I didn't find that a lovely country. I find it to be a refugee camp. And let's be honest here, at this rate, it's quickly turning into an extermination camp as they seize more and more of their land. There's a map up here earlier. Like here's the West Bank. That is just on paper. In reality, Jewish settlers have just scattered all throughout here. And as for Gaza, that's being completely surrounded by military. That's just like it's just.
What about Beertown though?
Where's Beertown?
Right at the bottom.
Oh, Beersheba. Yeah. Beersheba.
Cool. Yeah. Fun fact: Sheba means town in Hebrew. It's literally Beertown. No, I made that up. I have no idea.
There's no alcohol there. That'd be hilarious.
It's
like a dry
Probably
town.
isn't.
It's a dry town, yeah.
No, Israel.
I don't know what Israel's rules on.
I've drank in Israel. It's
they drink.
They drink, and they even have strip clubs. Believe it or not. There's Tel Aviv.
You can even see ankles if you're lucky.
Damn.
Oh no, you get to see those. You get to see those Jewish big bobby milkers.
Sexy ankles.
Is Gal Gadot there?
Speaking, interesting you say that because she is very pro-Israel and she's gotten a lot of flack for that. She's like supporting the IDF, who have a huge presence online, and they actively also have this sort of division that like prowls the internet, looking for people to like if anyone even like coughs in the direction of the Israeli flag, they'll go in and say, "You hate Jews. I bet you wanted the Nazis to gas us all. This person's an anti-Semite." And you're like, "What? I was just saying that you killing off people might be bad." No, there's no difference. You know, like it's just absolute trash right now what's going on, and it would have been insane not to at least bring it up. There's a picture I posted up on our Discord. It's just I've been here. I've been to the Western Wall.
The pictures of these quarters looks like trouble brewing. Just having that there at all.
Look, what's called the Muslim Quarter, for God's sake. The Jewish Quarter,
and it's right next to the Christian Quarter and the Jewish Quarter.
Christians get persecuted in not to anywhere near as much degree, but Christians do get persecuted in the Holy Land. Not by Muslims, not in Israel, but by Zionist Jewish people. Like they will get harassed, and so will gay people, for that matter.
Which is weird that the Jewish Quarter is practically the smallest one.
It's probably also the most wealthiest. But obviously, like that's just the inner city of the old city. You go outside. That's, by the way, is Damascus Gate is where this all started brewing this time around. There was like a big protest or like celebration, and the police came in and cracked down, and they were firing tear gas and they were using stun grenades, and they were just it's going back and forth, like getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and at this rate nothing can stop it except for Israel, and Israel doesn't want to stop it. They're like, right, more land for us, and no one's going to stop it because America backs Israel. Yeah.
Woo, USA, USA.
We support our fortified ethno-state, biggest military base in the world. Woo!
It's the only reason.
Yep.
It's a launching pad to the Middle East. That's all it is.
Give us oil. Once the
it's the only
oil's
reason we care. And the fact that it's a Jewish state installed there after World War II just stacks the deck in favor of anyone criticizing them, you pulling the Nazi card. That's all it is. It's just using my people suffering for their own gain.
Yep. Here's a little palate cleanser. A little bit of a palate cleanser right here, right now. We need our mouths are very full of knots. Of not good, and while this might not be,
how do you curb a question? I don't understand this title at all.
You know that curb enthusiasm.
Yeah,
it's just that, but it's just curb your blind girl question.
That's weird.
We watched that one before. Do you remember the guy saying there's no cops, and then there's like a police officer literally behind him? That's the same.
I don't remember, no, but that's okay.
Murray looks like any other fifth grader. But you don't need to see Faith to know she is special.
Temperatures near 32.
The 11-year-old already has her own segment on Massachusetts Talking Information Network, a radio station for the visually impaired.
I am...
Sorry, what?
I was just saying that's cute as hell.
Oh, yeah.
11 years old and blind.
Faith reads her copy in Braille. She's quick with a joke.
Is there anything you can't do, Faith?
See?
Gotcha.
Well, also, I know not all blind kids are the same, but she kind of looks like Toad from Avatar there, with the haircut.
Is she gonna start throwing boulders at people?
That
would make her twice as badass immediately.
Oh, give her time. I think
superhuman strength. Okay. Compensating for the blindness.
Yeah, Were you told that in school that like blind people like overcompensate, like they can like sense things moving towards them because they can't see?
I was.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
such
like the
bullshit.
other senses are stronger. Yeah.
No, they're just more careful. That's all. Like they have to be. Have you ever? I've hung out with blind people before, and like if they don't have their cane, they start freaking the fuck out.
I think it's pretty common that you hear about them having better hearing, at least.
I suppose they focus on the hearing more. I guess.
The one guy, I forget what. I think he was on a few different like shows. There's a dude who uses sonar. He clicks his tongue and can like straight up like. Not obviously he can't specifically see things, but he'll like, okay, there's a pole there that looks like it might be a trash can, and he rides around slowly on the sidewalk on his bike in like a city, and just clicks. And he was explaining it and like straight up just avoiding other people, avoiding obstacles, can't see a fucking thing, and it's like, oh, okay, neat.
Now you guys have been paying attention to the whole gas thing and the ridiculous.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
but people talk about it a lot, so you can't avoid hearing about it. So yeah, I've heard about it a little bit at least.
I think you show this one there, Krendar. A woman tries to.
I passed it along after I saw it mentioned somewhere else.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing. If it leaks,
and from Kroger too.
What do you mean? Oh, not even if it's gonna leak eventually.
What if there's like the smallest cut in that bag?
Your car's going to smell and be a fire hazard?
Yeah, there's going to be fumes. I heard also about like some people are putting them in like plastic buckets.
Yeah, there it is. Spilling.
As well. Other people are doing this with plastic buckets that are not supposed to hold fuel and will be eaten through by the gas eventually.
There are very specific.
Ooh, did you see the Hummer that burned down?
Yeah,
I don't know if these people have gas containers.
That's one of the speaking of the fumes problems situations. A guy had a Hummer. He got 5 fuel cans in his Hummer, and then lit a cigarette, and it exploded.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah, let's light a cigarette after we've been handling gas.
You go in and tell. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is he washing his car with gas?
Girl washes her car with gasoline. I don't think she realizes.
To go in and tell somebody.
I have to go tell. She's doing her whole car.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you go in and tell. Yeah, somebody's gonna go in and tell somebody.
I have to go tell. She's doing her whole car.
They didn't show the.
That's gonna cost a lot of money.
That's gonna fuck the car up.
That's an expensive ass car wash.
The smell.
Her whole car's gonna go up in flames when it gets near a spark.
You better take that car into the car wash like 3 times now, because you can't even let the slightest fucking bit of gas linger.
I don't even know if it's safe to drive. If the heat from the engine would just engulf the whole thing in flames.
Yeah, the heat would, but if it gets like anywhere near the spark plugs or anything electrical,
it probably will. At least fumes and maybe a few drips inside the engine.
If some drips in the engine, I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable driving that thing.
Absolutely. I wouldn't like being in the slightest. Here's a classic. Oh, Jesus!
Holy shit! That kid was not thinking this through.
I hear him.
Oh my God! Directly towards a pole.
I need to see it again.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh. That kid's going to the hospital.
That isn't even like a
moment. I'm still not sure. The guy, but
smack in between the shoulders and the neck.
Okay, so it wasn't like a direct head impact, but that's still pretty bad.
I mean, it was like direct on the side. Like,
it wasn't like. It wasn't like side of the skull directly on the pole, but still.
We haven't had Sir Steve-O in a while. He's been a busy boy, though.
What's up, Steve-O?
So, hello, everyone. As you may have noticed, a bit of kerfuffle between myself and Paddy Barnes. Obviously, it's a buzz. We're doing it for charity. I'm not going to hurt him too bad. It's just a bit of charity. But I just want to give a shout out to Paddy to doing it. It's a great thing, and it gives him an opportunity to see and to experience what it's like to be in a wheelchair. So
I only recently realised he's in a wheelchair. Like, he's actually in a wheelchair. I didn't realise that.
It'll be an experience for him, and obviously it'll be an experience for me sitting in a wheelchair fighting a fella that's like a professional boxer. So that's going to be mad. Anyways, I know I'm plaguing you, and I probably will over the next few months, but if you can afford to throw a few bob together for the GoFundMe, I'd really appreciate that. And I'm raising funds for the Irish Wheelchair Association as usual. Paddy hasn't made his decision yet, but we'll be splitting it equally between the two. So it's a good thing, and look, it'll be a bit of crack anyway, and it'll be mad, and hopefully we'll get a press conference up and everything. It'll be a good buzz. So thank you so much, and Paddy, I'm not going to hurt you too bad.
It'll be a GoBot. What?
It'll be a good buzz.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's doing a charity fight with an actual boxer. I
don't understand these Irish people, you know.
But it's also the whole thing about
society. All right, these are actually like.
So hello everyone. As you
so let's go. He did one recently. How to tell? No, that's the classic. There's one. There we go. There's no real men left in Ireland.
Television there the other night, Kathleen, and it got me to thinking in my brain hole. Is there any
me brain hole?
real men tall left in Ireland these days?
What do you mean, Michael?
You know, like real men, hard men, the type that'd bouch you in the face for looking at them sideways inside in a pub.
Sure, is your nephew John not a real man?
John, a real man. John listens to One Direction, wears his sister's jeans. He's not a real. I like my men hard, Kathleen, good and hard.
I bet you do, Michael.
Shut up, Kathleen.
Sure, you're my friend. Does he not wear skinny jeans?
Yeah, but he's a biker, Kathleen. There's a difference. He'd stab you just for the crack.
But times change, Michael. So does fashion.
And maybe so, Kathleen, but I think you should. But we both agree, men should never wear skinny jeans, especially them little fat, little stumpy men. It makes them look 3 foot tall.
Hold on, my brother wears skinny jeans.
Well, no offence, Kathleen, but your brother listens to Little Zan, and we all know what that means.
I'm confused, Michael.
And so is he, Kathleen.
It's rare that farmer character he does gets a zinger back like that.
And this is actually his. This was the first part.
Yeah, so I've seen it
earlier one, but this is a bit funnier. It's only like 40 seconds.
There's a lot of crap there going around on Twitter and Facebook from Paddy Barnes about fighting me and stuff like that, and bit of name calling, bit of, you know what I mean. So yeah, I've agreed to fight him, and people are going to underestimate me. People are going to think I'm going to get the face paint off me. People also underestimated that I couldn't cycle 5 kilometres on a bike and I can't walk. So bring it on, you little leprechaun midget. I'll go to Belfast.
I've never heard anybody say, get the face paint off me.
I'll fight you. You can come down to Galway. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight you anywhere. I don't give a shit. You're a midget. I'm going to bait you. Simple as that. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's go. Let's get it fucking on.
Do a tag team with Jacksepticeye.
And Conor McGregor, just for the Irish trifecta, quadfecta. Yeah,
I think that might be a little bit lopsided now.
No, one side can have the one side can have the Paddy Barnes, and the other side can have Conor McGregor.
I mean, is Paddy Barnes a good fighter? I don't know.
I actually don't know anything about Paddy Barnes.
I don't know. He'd be kind of tough, but I don't know.
There's Paddy. He's got a boxer's face. I'll say that much.
Oh, he already is a boxer. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
He looks. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, decent.
I'd say. Oh, he's fought in Madison Square Garden, so you know he's a professional.
Bit of that, I don't know, Tyson Fury build where he's kind of, you know, out of shape, but boxes, I don't know.
That's more traditional. I've always thought, like the traditional sort of boxer physique, until they all started to look like blow up dolls, you know, like top heavy Dorito men. But yeah,
Dorito ass shaped man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good on Sir Steve-O. Did you put the link? Yeah.
He's gonna get whooped.
Oh, I hope he records it. I hope he records it.
Well, how could he not? How could he do it and not record it?
That's also true. So we'll have some content with him when the time is right. That's for sure. Don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying it, to give it a like, a share, and subscribe. We have a goal down there if you want to help. If you want to help us reach it, no pressure. And also, don't forget to check out our guests down there below as well. Mickey Richards and Two Guns SoundCloud as well.
Do it, or I'm gonna cry really bad.
Oh, you don't want that.
My
You don't want to make him cry.
It's gonna
He's
hurt,
a sweet
man.
boy.
I want to watch you cry. Can I watch?
I'm gonna eat a 2-pound can of lima beans while I cry.
But
tonight,
you always do
don't.
that anyway.
Oh, that's
But
true.
is it a 5-year-old can of lima beans?
It's actually 6.
Ooh.
Oh,
There you go.
And it smells, but that's okay.
I can smell it through the can.
So do
Oh,
I.
God.
There's a problem if you can smell it through the can.
Oh yeah. When the can is
The fumes are
bulging
so
and
bad they
rusty.
ate through the metal, and then they exploded your Humvee.
When you open the can and the steam and like juice starts squirting out at you, pressurized. All
Whoa,
those-
some of
It's
the gases have like skeleton faces.
Yeah.
There's a tentacle reaching out trying to grab you. Oh, Jesus. Some crazy beans.
Tentacle beans.
You have a SoundCloud, Two Guns.
I do. I make weird music, weird prog metal.
I've
Go
played
check it out.
sometimes. Might even have to play it next week if I can't come up with anything better than my bass.
If you don't, I'm going to cry.
I'm
Weird is
slightly
my
more
favorite
okay
kind of
with
music.
Wow. Well, Mickey, do you want to cry together and talk about how shitty Lev is as a friend?
Yeah.
We addressed this last time, friend. Putting airs on what we have.
Listen.
Ooh.
I thought we had something special, man.
Hey,
I sent
we
you
do,
pics
Mickey.
of my ass.
Dude.
I didn't ask for them, but
you
I'm sure
showed me
someone
pics
will.
of Mickey's ass and we weren't in love? Holy shit.
Oh no, that's just how Irish people say hello. We judge each other's assholes. It's the butthole challenge.
Revenge porn is how you say hello.
Yeah.
What a prick.
We call it
Sharing
going
other
on
people's
backwards. Little bit of the old going on backwards, if you know what I mean. So you just met him, did you?
That's hot.
Very much so. This is from the Lord of the Bottom Feeders, Keemstar, who posted it up on his thingamajig with the wig, also known as Twitter. And I have no idea what it is, so let's find out together as a family.
Notice how the dog is sniffing everywhere. So fucking illegal.
The dog is sniffing everywhere. That's so illegal.
He can get his animal out of the
I assume she meant bringing the dog into the store was, but I don't know. That doesn't make much sense either.
I mean, there are places that wouldn't let the dog in, but like a lot of like just stores.
That's the store rules, not a law, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I am pointing out the guy doesn't have a mask on, which okay.
And why does it matter if the dog's sniffing around or not?
Exactly.
way.
Yeah, but if I have a medical episode due to his animal, he could go to jail.
If I have a medical episode due to this animal,
Maybe she's highly allergic to dogs.
that sucks. And that is, I've met people who can't handle even the little bit of dander, but
Right, maybe.
that she's weaponizing it.
Yeah.
They're in a fairly large store like floor space with plenty. Everyone's social distancing. He's just going to get his stuff and leave. And if you sit here and
Speaking of
bitch,
large,
it's going to keep him here longer.
Does that guy not have a mask on?
That woman there looks like she's just drinking her
Woman? I don't know. I can't tell with the bad screen share.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
yeah.
Now I
but,
can tell.
But look at the size of that Slurpee cup. That's a
American
medium
size.
That's a medium American.
That's small in America. That's
Oh, what? You only
That's a
need one
venti.
hand to drink? The large ones in America, they strap it onto your back like some sort of breathing apparatus. Or like two tubes
it's
just full up of like soda.
It's just a camelback for hiking. They just fill with other stuff. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Can I have half a bag of Coke and can I have half a bag of Cool Ranch?
This would be trivial to accomplish.
Just give me one of those water jugs and just fill it with mixes of soda and French fries. I'll suck it through a tube.
Question: What do you guys call it when you go to a place that has like the fountain pops that you get yourself and you take a little bit from each one?
I don't know.
What do we call that mixture? I don't know. I never had a name for it.
Like
definitely.
Like around here, I know people who call that like swamp water or something like that.
We don't actually have those
parents
terms
for it during COVID at the drive-thru. I wanted to be like, can you just mix everything together? But I'm too lame. I just asked for Coke.
Yeah, I've been like that.
I've actually done one of those mixtures once, and it turns out usually all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sugar water, right? Like,
well, it's got different flavorings, but
but the majority of them are synthetic, and they blend together just fine. The powerful ones stick out, and the shitty ones sink, and it's okay. It's kind of like if you mix a bunch of paint together, it just turns black, and black is kind of cool. It's like, all right.
Yeah,
I like how some places have those fancier machines where you have a little screen and you choose what you want. There's like 30 different things in there.
Yeah, so like the flavor, the different flavor syrups you can add to any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I
the vanilla orange soda is wonderful.
Oh yeah, I've had
Tastes
that.
like a creamsicle.
I've had that in. I've actually had that in Cannes. You can get that over in the UK. There's a store that already has it. I do love them. And by the way, we call creamsicles over here. We call them. Oh God! It was like Citra Pops or something like that.
No, that's great. You're wrong.
I know, but
but the problem with that, Lev, is that then you don't have a perverted furry associated with your beverages.
I was waiting for one of you to reference creamsicle.
Somebody had to.
I have a medical episode and it's due to his dog, then he could go to jail.
All you have to do is wait outside like we asked.
No, I'm not gonna wait outside.
He looks like Jeff Holliday's character of like the 90s uncle, if you've ever seen that character. Where he's like the beer swilling one that believes in all the conspiracy theories and like the new age healing and like the people who can use telepathy.
You're getting awfully specific here, Lev. Do you have something you want to tell us?
You gotta love these people out in public that like are always yelling and screaming about laws when they clearly don't know anything about the laws.
Just wants to bitch, and she wants to, like put this other dude in his place.
He's going to jail if you have a reaction to his dog.
Those milkshakes look more like ice cream.
Says dogs are bad. It says you have to respect it.
If you read the Articles of Confederation,
arms, not dog arms. God.
Listen, if I want to arm my dogs and dog my arms, that's my business as an American.
Dog my arms.
Just like we fought a war for that. Damn it!
Muzzles coming out of your. You got muzzles coming out of your muscles. You've dogged your arms.
Muscles coming out of your muzzles when you think about it.
I got muscle muzzles, bro. They're loud. They're loud ass muscles.
When I flex, they bark.
Do you know how demeaning that is towards animals?
You're weird, lady.
Ew, am I weird? Because his dog barked at mine. Do you know how?
Oh God, her dog barked at my dog. That's what this is all about.
Wait, she has a dog too?
Maybe outside or maybe at her feet.
Why is she talking about having a reaction to a dog then?
Yeah.
Karen?
Like what?
Like it's,
fuck this bitch.
She's just a Karen.
How illegal that is?
I'm just in a mood to get someone else in trouble.
She wants power. She's got no power.
Look at that good boy.
It was a very well behaved dog, actually.
Yeah.
Up, lady.
It sounded like it was friendly, but it wasn't like hopping on people's legs. It was just sniffing from time to time.
It's a little weird to take your dog into shops, but
over here it
offensive or anything.
Normally you don't. They prefer if you didn't, but if you're in and out and like really quick.
Yeah, he was in and out quickly, and the dog was well behaved, so it's kind of whatever, you know.
Now what's this? Ooh. There's no sound if I'm right.
Those are quite the pistoles.
They're not pistoles at all. Whee! God, I've been holding on to that one for a while. It was like a month ago or something. It's just so... I mean, you have to have fun in a shitty job, you know? Try to make your own fun.
I like how it's going well at the beginning and then he just totally loses control.
Yeah, he needs to get like some sort of... Hey, it's the Two Guns logo!
For a moment it was, yeah.
It is.
Yeah, when he's standing. Hold my
Based
beer.
on a
I'm
true story.
armed and dangerous.
Frangerous.
I'm armed and reckless.
Frangerous. Ooh.
Franger.
Oh.
Cops plant some dope during arrest and freak out when he realizes he's being recorded.
Man, I'm cracking that bag, man. Don't beat the fuck out of me for nothing. Man, what a crackhead.
He just put it, I'm saying, I'm recording.
You're not recording, she recorded.
Oh, he's so... He knows that he's fucked.
She's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you arrested, bitch.
Nuts that this ever happens. Like,
and it happens so much that everyone knows it happens. It makes me wonder for how many people who do get caught with crack, how many of them are actually like genuine users, and how many of them have been planted? What percentage is planted? Because I
want to know that number too.
I doubt it's going to be the majority, but it's going to be high. 1%.
Now that everybody knows that they're doing this shit, why are they still doing it?
Because the same reason that they think if they say, you can't film us, yeah, they can. At least in some parts of America. It has been changed now that they're no longer allowed to be recorded in certain cases, which is so fucked up.
You know that change is going to get contested, though.
Oh, I hope so.
Protects everyone involved. Like, it's like there's no good argument against it.
It protects everybody involved, and there's no reason why it should be illegal. They just don't like being caught.
Right.
Of course not. But we've been beating down on people for years now. Why should it change? Here's something much better. And something that I wish Girl Does Rant here was here to enjoy. Angerous Town in Japan.
Look at that gaping squid hole.
Builds giant squid with COVID-19 relief funds. Japanese coastal town has drawn ire on social media for using some of the coronavirus relief funds was given to the government to build a statue of giant squid in hopes of boosting tourism. Noto in Iwashiwa Prefecture was awarded 800 million yen, or 6.1 million euro, in grants from the central government as part of an aid program aimed to bolster a local economy amid pandemic. From that amount, used 119,000 to cover parts of the coast of the state, which 4 meters high and 9 meters long. So, yeah. They also built this dopey-looking water barrier thing. Like a face on it. That's something, I guess. Oh, and it went over budget. It cost 230,000.
Really? For just a statue like that?
A squid statue, yeah.
It looks like it's a pretty well-made statue, at least, and it will boost tourism at least some degree, but
yeah, I'd go to see that statue.
Definitely not what the funds were given to them for.
No. Battling a fourth wave of coronavirus infections. The cabinet approved nearly a 600 billion euro stimulus package in December. Squid is a local delicacy in Nanto. As part of the long-term strategy to raise awareness of the town's fishing industry and increase tourism. Grants were not specifically earmarked for spending. However, people on Twitter are questioning whether those funds should have been used for other purposes. I'm sure that money could have gone to better things than a giant statue. Because if they're still on the fourth wave, that won't be paid off in a long time. Saying that, also, you know that hole. Someone is going to try to, like, stick themselves in it.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I might try to stick my dick in that if I was on vacation there.
It's the only reason I would go there.
Yeah, it's like.
See, the tourism is working.
Yeah.
Take a
Maybe I'll go
picture.
buy some food at a
Take a
local
picture.
shop.
$5. Stick your dick in it. $10.
Stick your head in it. $50.
Take a nap in it. $300.
If you find bones inside it, tell us and you can get it for free. It's like a little toddler who got themselves trapped in it, just like their skeleton inside.
That'd be horrible.
Oh god! Actually, animals probably will go inside that thing. Like
if it's hollow.
Yeah, it looks hollow. I wonder what it's made out of.
Wonder how.
Probably fiberglass.
Wonder how deep that hole goes, boys.
Damn.
Oh,
the question that every man wants to ask.
Wonder if it's long enough.
How human is that? We see a hole, and the first thing, can we stick our dick in it? Is someone else going to stick their dick in it?
What can we stick in it?
Is that hole deep enough for all of me to fit in there at once?
Yeah. All 27 feet.
All of me.
Oh.
Why not take all of me?
You must get lightheaded when you get excited there,
I can't
Mickey.
help it. I was deformed at birth, okay? Came out sideways.
Maybe we should kiss next to
behavior.
Next to the COVID-19 squid.
Dublin, how antisocial are you that you have to close down your plaza?
Yeah, this is Portobello, which I don't really go to all that much, but I've passed by here a few times. But look at those crowds. Dublin Council closes Portobello Plaza due to antisocial behaviour. Dublin City Council is closing Portobello Plaza this week due to described as completely unacceptable behaviour by some people in the area. Some people being up to 1,000 people.
That's some.
A statement associated with a huge detrimental effect on the local community and the environment. God, they're making I imagine just the cans and like just bits of rubbish everywhere, packets of crisps, half-eaten bags of chips.
Probably.
Council remind the public that it's illegal to drink alcohol outdoors in public places under council bylaws. Bullshit.
Wait a minute, I thought this was Ireland.
Yeah, like it's illegal only when it needs to be illegal. Like if the police are seeing you, you hide it. What I do is I normally drink cans that look like energy drinks. So
I thought drinking booze out in the middle of the street was how you showed national pride in Ireland.
If you're right next to a pub, it's all right. And if you're out in like the park alone and you've got nothing to do and you crack open a beer and no one's around, you're not going to get into trouble. And if someone walks by, it's unlikely someone will be like, "Someone call the Garda." You know, like that's not going to happen. I mean, it can and probably has, but for the most part, you know, it's how you present yourself. That's why I have my little hip flask and I don't make a big deal about it. I walk around in a very nice state, flowing from place to place. Whee! But yeah, I don't just crack open a 6-pack of Tuborg and just fucking down it and just throw the cans into the river. You know.
Yeah, I'm right back.
Yeah, we've had to take action because of the event over recent weeks. It just does show one thing, because the pubs still aren't open yet, we're getting desperate. We're getting real desperate.
Damn, I can imagine.
Noise, urination, and defecation. Ugh.
Ooh, sexy.
Yeah. Sounds like an average weekend.
Want to have a meet up there?
meet up at the Portobello shit corner. It's been a shamble, not resident. Adam Council has no choice but to close off the area. We consulted the Gardaí on it. We really have no choice but to close and try to discourage people coming in. Purpose of drinking in large congregate areas. On the plus side, next month the pubs are reopening, so you're probably going to see a whole less of me. I won't be streaming quite so much. As if I got the money. Yes, certainly people have been encouraged to go outdoors, but you can't organise a concert. It seems increased up to 1,000 people. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't like separate. You can't do your 6-meter thing. Probably a lot of these people aren't wearing masks. There's got to be spikes from stuff like this. And I understand it. Like I'm going crazy waiting for the pubs to reopen. But, you know, we're almost there, so don't be stupid fucks about this, you know? Don't act like this. We're almost out of it. At least I hope we are. Sophane posted this on his Twitter. I know Krendar has seen this. Hopefully we don't get to so quick cap. It's United States representative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene showing her ass through the mail slot of AOC congressional office door.
Yeah.
My state elected is a fucking child and sent her to Congress. Yes, they did. I asked him, how? Who was she running against? A fucking, like, box turtle with epilepsy? Like, what was the damn bar?
I believe she might have been unopposed.
I think he said that. Yeah, I was drinking at the time, but
I think, and she sucks. She sucks a lot.
She is just pure trash.
It needs to stop now. You're bringing God's judgment on our country, and I'm against it as well as my friends. So you need to.
Normally, I'd be like, oh, well, she'd just be an outlier in a party, and hopefully they'd kick her out. No, if they're kicking her out, the last few moderates left. Like, you're either going to support President Trump, who is a god in all things, or you're going to get kicked out of the party. And, well, yeah. Eventually, the wheels will turn, and the electorate will just slowly siphon off these psychopaths. But until then...
Stop being a baby and stop locking your door and come out and face the American citizens that you serve.
I just pictured Boogie coming out to confront her with the gun.
That's why he was arrested.
Hey, for once, I'd be like, why did you stop at a warning shot? You know,
yeah, right? It's good. You might as well.
If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper.
Like me. I'm a big girl. And don't insult Caitlin Bennett like that. Saying stuff about diapers.
And come out and be able to talk to the American citizens instead of us having to use a flap.
Flap.
Her book where we sign it.
This is her signing book, and I'm just signing it.
I'm surprised, like they actually don't actively go after, like the authorities in the Capitol building. They're like, okay, madam, you're acting very unprofessional. You need to stop this. But instead, they're just allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. Well, I don't know where Krendar went to, but it's time we deal with the most important thing of the whole night. Fry's tiered list maker.
Ooh. Okay.
But we gotta wait until Krendar comes back before we can finally go through it.
Yeah.
So while we wait...
God. Boo, Krendar, boo!
Yeah,
you have to go
wait
die. For the Krendar.
Resurrect yourself quicker.
In the meantime, listen to Troy Doe and give us a like, a share, and a subscribe. Maybe throw some money down there, not required. Follow
like
us
the stream, or I'll eat your cat.
Yeah.
Two Guns represents what we believe in low energy videos.
The views of Two Guns definitely represent low energy videos.
Don't stop at the cat.
Delicious.
I'll eat your parents.
There we go. Although a lot of people I know,
but
it'd be like eating beef jerky, just with smoking problems. Yeah. So, well, we'll just wait for Krendar to come back. Meanwhile, guys, you got anything you want to talk about while we're here? Like, you doing anything, Mickey? You up to anything right now?
I'm doing nothing, but I'm having fun doing it.
Are you eating anything crazy recently?
Well, I've been randomly eating vegetables and pieces of meat throughout your stream, some broccoli. But other than that, the other day I ate some anchovies that were like 6 years old or 5 years old, and they're really salty.
Holy shit! It just must be nothing but brine.
I couldn't finish it because it was just so salt. It literally killed me. I was gagging and like, this is how much?
Good type of gagging or bad type of gagging?
32% sodium, 760 milligrams, which is a lot.
Just crazy. Sitting there for 6 years, Jesus Christ.
Oh, and the can's your bottle's gonna sit next to my computer for probably like a month or two before I throw it out, because I'm weird that way.
That's funny.
All right, Krendar. His vote is being considered null and void. We have to go ahead with this. We have here a list of fries. We can change.
He's back.
Oh, is he?
Krendar, I thought you were dead.
We were scared.
I was worried sick. I was worried sick.
I was, but then I got better.
I was worried. I thought the laxatives I put in your food killed you, but it didn't.
No, you ate them
just
all.
put in more next time.
That's what the anchovies were.
Put a pound and a half. Thought it was a lot.
Pound and a half. It was you fed him a brick of congealed laxative, and he thought nothing of it.
Like a tofu block, and you're just taking a slice.
Sprinkle a little sugar.
Laxative loaf, anyone?
It's kind of like a donut.
Laxaloaf.
Put it between some ciabatta. Laxaloaf. Really high in fiber.
The picture is like a little version of the loaf, and it's running to the bathroom with a big smile on his face.
Yeah. You're only through the third chew, and you're already pooping.
Can we have a laxative tier list instead of fucking French fries?
If I ever find that, you know that shit's happening. Get it? You shit. Seriously,
we're doing a French fry tier list. Are we that low on content?
Actually, I remember last time we did it. I got the chat really involved, and anyway, I want to know.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, definitely participate, chat. Scream at us, tell us we're dumb for our choices.
This will ruin friendships and relationships.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So why do some of these fries look like chicken nuggets?
Well, let's start with the tater tots, which would you call them fries? I don't know.
All right, well, tater tots are tasty, but they're not fries, so they're bottom tier fries.
I'm arguing that they're not fries. The same with Krendar. What about you two?
I cannot, in good conscience, consider them terrible fries because they are the best form of fried potato.
Holy shit.
If you word it, they absolutely are. And if we frame it in that they are too good for this list, then I'm on board.
All right.
I mean, even if they belong in this list, it's still mid tier.
Yeah, we'd have to. Oh wait, no, Mickey.
Suck my tot.
Mickey, tater tots. Oh, he didn't go, did he?
He's dead.
Great. No, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead to me.
Krendar just got sucked into a game of Jumanji. He's been gone for 27 years. What year? We've been streaming the whole time.
Mickey, you're fired. Also, you're rehired. What's your opinion on tater tots?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we need to know.
I like tater tots. The tater and the tot, it just goes together.
But would you consider them fries? That's the key difference.
No, because it's not in the same shape or consistency.
Yeah.
It's not a fry.
It gets bottom tier because it's 3 against 1. So
that's fine. I'll just burn your houses down later. It's fine.
I told you this ruins friendships.
As long as you do it with lemons.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
As is tradition.
And for the record, I love tater tots. It's just they're not fries. They're not fries.
That's fine. That's fine. That's a.
I mean, a fry is one solid slice of potato. A tater tot is ground up potato product into a little ball thing. It's different.
So
tater tots are basically hash browns.
Cheese fries.
But it's fried potatoes. Here's the thing. Me personally, given the choice of tater tots or any other fry, I'll probably go tots most of the time.
Fair enough. You
That's fried potatoes.
Tots.
To be wrong.
No, potato tots, not tots. Let's be careful with our wording here.
Listen, I know
likes his tater tots.
Tots for tots, my new fundraiser.
Okay,
in direct retaliation of this tier list.
Yes.
All the money goes.
So are we voting? Since I missed the beginning of this, is this like generic concepts and not specific restaurants? Or?
Yeah, because then we'd be here all day.
All right,
cheese fries.
Cheese fries is high tier.
Yeah. What about the rest of you, Mickey?
I agree, high tier.
Okay. High tier it is. Standard cut. I'm gonna go mid tier just because they're so generic.
I'm gonna agree with that, actually.
What about you, Mickey?
Did you freeze, Mickey?
Mickey might be having some connection problems, maybe.
Okay.
Mickey, no,
Mickey. What about you guys down here?
No, Mickey.
Actually, cheese fries mid to low tier for me. I cannot rate any fried potato below God tier. That I can understand. I'm Irish. I understand this. It's just that we have to be.
I have a question for August. Why is your God crying? Because he doesn't have any fries?
God. No, he meant tear. He rips gods apart.
Oh, okay.
Waffle fries, the fun fries.
It's Kratos.
Low.
Really?
Actually, I've never had these, but
You've never
but I'm
had
not big on
waffle fries
waffles in
before?
general.
Crinkle cuts?
I would
What?
put low to mere because it's very
Crinkle cut's good.
because it's very greasy. I find them.
I like straight up like can't read the options.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing? Crinkle?
No, waffle.
No, waffle.
Waffle. Top tier for me. Absolutely.
Ooh. So that's one for. I would put one to mid. You go low.
Don't count my low then, because I've never actually had it. I'm just
okay. In that case,
saying
yeah,
what I
you
expect
count.
from it. So
Little bit on the greasy side, but yeah, they're all right. So top tier for you.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, we have to find common ground, which is high tier. Curly fries.
This guy is unfucking believable.
He's got a dono.
Tots is bottom tier. This is an official hate dono.
We made an enemy tonight. What the fuck did I tell you? Augusta topped up the pint glass by $5 dues. Tots is in bottom tier. This is a hate dono.
I love how people get so worked up over tier lists.
All right, listen, it's fine.
Oh shit,
okay?
we lost.
He's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead forever.
No, he's back now. No, he's gone.
He's dead to us anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna be bouncing around for a bit.
Oh no.
I'll never forgive you, Mickey.
Hey, he's back.
Sorry. Yeah, my stream
he's now
or
resurrected to
audio,
us.
whatever, keeps screwing up. But whatever, I'm here.
You missed out on some of the most important voting in human history, but it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Fries are fries.
What's next?
Oh my God! Kill him.
You got to put those waffle fries or whatever they are in the top tier, man. What the hell?
That's what I said.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what I said.
Somebody, they're just fries. What difference does it make?
Yeah.
They're not just fucking. Those are good shit, man.
They are. I do enjoy them. Although I don't like
when
the
you
ones
go to
at
a
McDonald's.
restaurant and you have a few beers and you got like those fries, you know it's going to be a good time. You can't really fuck them
Troy
up.
says he just eat his potatoes raw. Cooking takes too long.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I have done that.
I've certainly done that. It's not fun. Eating a bunch of potatoes
Yeah, I
raw.
farted a whole lot afterwards.
I do like baked potatoes, which are like the easiest thing in the world to cook.
That's pretty easy.
They're I don't know. Are we rating that one now?
Baked potatoes are basically an excuse to have a bunch of sour cream.
Jesus, Mickey, your camera's bouncing all over the place. It's fucking up our flow.
What's next?
Next is me putting Two Guns picture back up somehow. I don't know how, so give me a second.
Oh dear. Well, tell us what the next fries are so we can just talk about it.
Curly fries. Where would they land?
High tier.
I thought we just did curly fries.
We didn't get around to it. I had to stop to read the dono.
Oh. Yeah, I'll put that on high tier.
High tier
Depends
it
what
is.
you put on them, obviously, but that's not what we're talking about.
I enjoy them. They have a nice bounciness to them, even when you get like a sort of chewy.
They do. They're nice.
Yeah.
When you even
like
if you get,
some
like
fries with a little
frozen
energy to them, you know.
Yeah. Plus, as a kid, you know, they always tasted better just because they look different.
They're better than regular fries. They're more crispy somehow. Regular fries can be just kind of smooth and dry, but they're always good somehow.
Now, we don't call these cottage fries in Ireland, but
I've never heard that term before.
they're little. Let's zoom in and I'll show you.
I have no clue what this is.
They are little cake ones. They're like little round.
Oh, it looks like Ripple potato chips, but fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have I had those? I'm not sure.
I've never had that.
We call them wedges over here. No, not wedges. Sorry, my bad. Sometimes wedges and potato wedges are like sliced up in the same way, so I don't know why. But
I mean, I like them.
They're okay, but I mean, I wouldn't go out on my
Imagine
way.
waffle fries without the holes.
Yeah.
You know, perforating them.
A little more texture to them.
A little thicker.
Oh, they can be good if they're cooked right, though. If they're not, they're going to be
yeah.
garbage.
I mean, I would try it. I just don't.
I'd say
have any
mid-tier, but that's
experience
just
on it.
me.
So, we agree it's middle of the road?
I'll agree. Mid.
I guess.
Shoestring or matchstick fries. Incredibly thin
Yeah,
ones.
high.
You get to, yeah. I haven't
Those are
had them in
tasty.
a long
There's a lot of flavor in there. Actually, this is the funny thing I used to joke about after going to after taking some cooking classes. You know how you find, like, you hear the old thing where people would advertise like those infomercials for fancy knives where it's like, it can even do julienne fries, right?
Yeah.
Julienne fries are not a thing. What they're talking about is wave cut fries or crinkle cut fries. Julienne is a cooking term that means to cut something very thin, which would technically, julienne fries would actually be shoestring fries.
Okay. The more we know from our resident cook.
But any knife can do that.
High tier for you. I would say mid to high tier myself. What about the rest of you?
I'd say mid to high tier. They're all right.
I'm the dissenting opinion. I want to call it low.
They're good if they have something with them.
How can you like waffles and hate shoestring fries? What's wrong with you?
They're only
I
good
get
when they're
maybe.
mixed with
Sorry, maybe it's because the only things that qualify as shoestrings I've ever had have been like shitty fast food fries. I've never had good
fast
shoestring
food should
fries.
not be doing this. This is supposed to be like nice restaurant stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but shoestring fries need like sauce or something with them, or else they're just too thin. Like they need.
Maybe I haven't had them at all, and I'm giving.
Well, you generally
chains
don't eat
more
them on their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they're weaker, because on their own they suck.
Well, either way,
you shouldn't be getting this from fast food. You should be getting it like you go to a nice restaurant and it's on the side of your plate along with something else.
Fine. I have never had that then.
Mid tier wins out then in that case, because we all kind of
we'll average it out then, sure.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to Two Guns, then give that a try.
Let's try potato wedges. A sports bar's favorite food.
Low tier.
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree.
I've had some passable ones, and especially if they're like cooked like in particular like sauces or stuff like that. But that's not
the thing with this is you got to be careful because they're thicker. You got to cook them longer, and sometimes places will undercook them.
They're uneven. Ugh, you bite into them.
That's not the fry's fault though, but
no, they're harder to work with. So overall, we've probably had worse experiences.
They're harder to work with, yeah.
My neck of the woods, chips, British.
Isn't that just the standard cut?
Nope, that's like standard cut would be the ones you get like just like fries. Like just when you think of fries, the first thing you think of.
Which is what this is.
But chips are like the chunky ones that you also have salt and vinegar on them.
I've never had them.
Okay, so you're saying it's standard cut but a bit thicker.
Oh yeah.
What you put on them is not.
Yeah,
the question here.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give that mid tier. This form can be pretty good still.
What about the rest of you?
Yeah,
I like it with some nice
thick French fry every now and then.
Malt vinegar, you know.
Yeah, I can take them or leave them. They're fine. Mid.
Nice throbbing cut of potato every now and then.
Now I would put them as top tier. You know why? Because I'm biased and I've lived off these.
Because you're crazy.
Years. Yeah. All the cheap beer has ruined my taste buds. So this is like, to me, this is like the ultimate food. Like just endless bags of chips, and then I get endless.
No, that would be the chili cheese fries that we got here. Ooh. That's the top tier one.
Okay, I can make a strong argument.
Top.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
I don't know, because the fries themselves are just fries. Again, you need the chili and the cheese. Like the best fries you can eat on their own, and they're amazing. They don't need chili and cheese to mask.
It is a little weird that it's here because this is technically just standard cut fries with stuff on them. But.
Yeah, I mean, on those grounds, I would have to call it bottom on principle, even if they're delicious.
But what about the cheese fries then? How does that play into that?
Well, this is a level that's the same basic thing in a way too, but adding the chili definitely makes it top tier though.
I'm comfortable, honestly, defaulting to high and leaving it there.
This is a top tier fry list, not top tier chili.
Yeah. Okay, chat. You guys need to feed us.
This particular tier list has kind of broken its own rules here.
What do you guys think about the not just the cheese or like, because look, there's the garlic fries. The same rule will apply. What will should we consider it? Because we are getting them as an order of fries, but it's going to just be any type of chip, any type of fry, but then something else put on top of it. And are we liking it for that, or are we liking it for the fry?
We could think of it in terms
Hopefully
of just the choices of ingredients interacting with fries in general. Like, is it a good thing? Is it something we don't like?
Then you know what we need? Where's poutine? I see zero poutine on this list.
Yeah.
How the hell is poutine not in this list?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be on these
I rate this entire list as low tier.
Higher tier for chips, chili cheese fries, top tier. Mid tier from John Lewis. I think we'd all agree that maybe mid tier aiming towards high tier would be probably best.
I'm fine with that.
Because we all have good memories with chili cheese fries and hopefully have many more to come.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we know it's kind of not fair. It's not fair for the rest of the fries. But yeah.
Well, they need to be better then.
They do. The last one that is a debatable one, garlic fries. Now, I love me some garlic fries, but I don't love me some garlic fries.
I actually haven't had garlic fries, but
Garlic fries are good.
I'm excited for the possibilities.
Make sure you can't really eat them with your hands. You gotta have like a fork.
This needs to have. We need another category because I feel like this is between high and mid.
Yeah, it should have
It's
been
not as good as chili
A to
cheese
S
fries,
rank,
but
you know?
it's better than mid.
All right.
Frosty and fries. I've actually done that.
It's good.
Something I don't think they're doing it anymore, but Wendy's used to do this thing where rather than get a combo that was specifically like pop and fries, they would have like a selection of like 6 or 7 sides, and you would just pick 2 sides. So I would get actually I didn't do it with fries, I did it with chili. I would get like a burger with chili and a Frosty, and then use the Frosty as essentially my beverage.
Oh.
So I guess people did that too much, and they stopped offering that.
Two guns, garlic fries. Where do they belong?
High tier.
High tier.
High tier too.
Okay, so that's 2 for high tiers. I do love. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with that as well. Just because there's there's enough of them.
That works.
Garlic and potatoes are a match in heaven. I mean, garlic is wonderful in many
Garlic
contexts.
goes with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Now,
You can smell garlic fries a mile away.
Oh,
It's
you
good.
can. It's brilliant.
Garlic is a ubiquitous spice, and potatoes are a versatile base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both things that go with a lot of things. Steak fries, I'd say high.
Mid tier for me.
Okay.
Again, thick, kind of wide variation in quality.
That's true, but again, that's not necessarily the fries' fault.
Yeah,
that is true. But even at their best,
We're just talking about
the options
we're just
above
talking
it,
about
I like more.
The potential of the concept here,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's
Even
is not shoestring cut, Troy.
Yeah, no,
Not even close.
I mean, that was
they're thin-ish, but shoestring is still like a third to a quarter the size of McDonald's fries.
Oh, okay, because that is what I was thinking when we talked about that earlier. So
no, shoestring is much thinner than even McDonald's
thinner, huh?
fries.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had that. I mean, McDonald's fries are not good.
Yeah.
No, they're pretty bad.
Burger King is okay.
Supermax.
Wendy's is decent for the price.
Shoestring is essentially not really fries at all. It's just like
really
thin,
it's like extruded potatoes.
Yeah.
Potato noodles.
Almost like crispy noodles. Yeah.
Over here, the Supermax, the chain we have here, would have steak fries as like the chips you get. So
Bill Bartley. Steak fries are just pretentious potato wedges. There, I said it.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
they're potato wedges after a haircut.
It's true.
I do have a question though, because the picture looks like potato, but steak fries are actually steak.
That's
right?
true. You can get steak fries, like steaks sliced.
I mean, if you're calling it steak fries, it's supposed to be actually deep fried steak sticks.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure steak fries, as in fries typically served with steak.
With steak, yeah.
It has been a thing for longer than.
Well, that's just wedge.
As far as I know, I don't fucking know.
Well, sometimes you get wedges, other times you get, times you get fries, and sometimes you get.
It's a cheesy way to make it seem like more food or it's fancier.
If we're talking about potato that is actually just big fries, then I'm gonna put that low tier.
Okay, so
I would call it high tier if it was actually steak that was deep fried.
Yeah, but
Kinda
that
like
would
chicken
open up
fries.
so many doors because then
Oh,
we
yeah.
wouldn't be talking about potato. We'd be talking about other things that could be made.
Right,
fries.
which is why it seemed weird that was in the list because I've never heard of these types of fries called steak fries before.
Mickey?
Yeah,
The picture looks like it's actually potato.
mid tier, but it's up to you. Low tier.
Toucans?
I don't care.
Well, what we usually do
Mid.
when we do these is we try to take everybody's vote and then average it out.
I'm the deciding factor. I have to be honest with you. I prefer my chips to my steak fries, so I'm actually going to put low as well. Yeah. So we got 3 left now. I know what I'm going to say with this one, and it might piss off a lot of people. Sweet potato fries. What do you guys think, though, first?
Mid.
Okay.
They are
mid
good, but I
sounds
never want them. It's weird.
They're not my preference, but it's cool that they exist for people who can't have potatoes, and a lot of people like them. I think they're okay. I just can't have a lot of them because the flavor starts to change after a while.
Yeah.
Mickey?
That is a thing.
It's not my preference, but I'll give it mid.
I'd put them at top tier. I love sweet potato fries if they're done well.
Was not expecting
They'd be
that.
great.
Because I'm bottom tier. I can't stand these fuckers.
Wow.
Yeah. And with
All right,
tater
well, I
tot,
guess-
yeah. No, now we're in a real problem here.
Mickey
Now
and
we
low
have to
energy
fight.
average
You
out
just-
to mid then.
You haven't
Yeah.
had them made right. You haven't made your own sweet potato fries.
I have tried to make my own, and I always undercook them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's your fault then.
I will say
How about
they
you-
smell nice. I will say that.
How about you do exactly the same thing and cook them for longer?
I think I should do that. In fact, I should buy
maybe.
some sweet potatoes this Wednesday, or at least one, considering how fucking huge the damn things tend to be, and then just slice it up, and then put them on the pan, and then boom, or in the oven.
Yeah.
So we got the ones that want to be better than regular fries, but aren't as good as curly fries. Crinkle cut.
I love crinkle cut.
Yeah, I'll put that. I'd say high.
Yeah, Mickey.
I'm gonna say low. Usually when I get
Really?
crinkle cut, it's usually from a crappier fast food place, and they're usually kind of dry and
Well,
not very
that's
crispy.
their fault then. Not
Again,
the fries'
ready.
fault.
Not the fries' fault, like we would
The
say.
fries-
Actually,
this fry's not
here's a
usually
question
good.
for you, Mickey. Here's a question, Mickey. Don't think of the specific ones you've had at bad restaurants.
Just the concept.
Imagine, put in your head the concept of the crinkle cut and what it would be like if it was cooked properly.
I don't know because I haven't had one that was cooked
Oh,
properly.
you
All right.
tortured
Fair
soul,
enough.
you. God damn.
All right, we have a
Okay.
one low and one high. What do the other two people think?
Two Guns, you also said high, right?
I tier, yeah.
Did you?
And I would
Okay.
definitely put it in
And
high tier
Lev?
too. So unfortunately,
All right.
Mickey, you're
There we go.
outvoted.
Yeah, shut up, Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey, with your
Idiot.
stupid
Fucking
crinkles. At least we all agree the curly fries are glorious.
Yeah.
Last one.
I like how Belgian fries are in here because didn't
Belgians
Belgium invent
yeah,
fries?
They did indeed.
Yeah. That's why they get their own.
And then when Americans
they
had them for the
perfected
first
it.
time, they
I'm going to vote
misunderstood
high here.
and called them French fries. So okay, high tier. What about you two? What about Two Guns? Where do we land?
If they're actually in Belgium, like if I'm in Belgium, high tier. But generally, I'd probably call it mid.
Okay, and Mickey.
I've never had specifically Belgian fries, but they seem European, which seems superior to anything I've had in the States. So I'm going to go high tier.
I like the crunch on them, so I'm gonna also put a little bit.
I've had them. They're pretty good.
Not too.
I mean, they're
crunchy.
basically the standard cut fries that have been cooked properly.
They're very
Basically.
nice and evenly cooked.
See, a lot of places that do shitty fries, they don't understand that they're supposed to blanch their fries.
Yeah,
That's the problem. You got to double cook your fries.
I used to go to a place on Dorset Street that I used to proudly hand out the fries in this little metal bucket, and it was called triple cooked fries, and they were lovely. Oh, those things!
Interesting.
Those things had this really interesting texture to them when you touch them. They crumpled a little bit, and you could see like them.
I mean, that's why the texture they mentioned is why you can tell just by looking at fries whether they've been blanched or not. Because
Yeah, it has that golden
you can
look
see
to
that
them.
they'll have not just the golden look, but like usually blanched fries will most places that blanch their fries will typically leave the skins on as well, and the skins will be like sort of like a little bit loosened and sort of I want to call it wobbly because I can't think of a better word for it, but
I know what you mean.
Like sort of
like it's not
peeling
flat
off
anymore. Like slightly peeling off.
It's like
a little
warping.
Bit.
Yeah.
Warping. Perfect. That's
Belgium,
the perfect. That's the word I
France,
wanted. If
videos,
you look at them and you can see that like they're like got that kind of golden look and the skins are warped on them, that's how you know they've been blanched, and that they're probably going to be good quality fries.
Nice.
If you see that, get those fries.
I'm happy with this. Before we move on, is there anyone who thinks that A should be in B and B should be in C? Or
I think it's beautiful, man.
It's
we're good.
We were very generous. In fact, tater tots is only there because they're technically not fries.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This list proves that to me that if I lived in Ireland at the time of the famine, I would have fled to look for potatoes too because I need them in my life.
Dude,
I need them.
Dude,
potatoes are almost always good, and I need them.
You want a very seldom talked about potato? You should get your hands on the goddamn potatoes out of the island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands. They're very salty and they're wizened because they if you've ever played Skyrim, you know what an ash yam is. That's what inspired them. They're actually done. They're made in volcanic ground, and it's very little moisture left in them. And oh god, they're so tangy.
Interesting.
They're so nice. And they look weird too. They look like tiny little coconuts.
Huh.
Yeah, no. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Another tiered list, and then I saw someone on Twitter, forget who, did this, and they put British chips down the bottom, and I was like, "You ponswazzle! How dare you!"
Traitor. Kill them.
Then I stole the.
Ponswazzle's a good word.
I made that up on the fly. I hope you're happy. I think we have. We've just gone over the 2 hour mark. So
can I have some Belgian fries with malt vinegar, please?
I'm not gonna lie. I want some chips now.
I'm definitely door dashing tonight, and it's all your guys' fault.
Oh, I don't blame you. Unfortunately, there's no chips here.
Have you guys been seeing all those ads from McCain's Super Fries going around lately?
No.
I keep getting these YouTube ads for McCain's Super Fries, like people who've fucked up their dinners and are just like, I kind of just want fries. So they just sit down and have a bag of fries as dinner.
Yeah, that sounds like my childhood.
Sounds like my life.
Poker face.
Ooh, where? Yes, poker. So
poker.
Before we
previously, Cartman from South Park has held the best version of this song. Let's see if Corel can beat it.
Oh,
it's a high bar.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
It's not just the song though; it's the dance moves.
That's true.
Yeah.
With both, we need both.
Oh, so, what? I have an idea. Somebody take both videos, take the Buff Corel dancing and mute him, and then overlay Cartman singing this song on top of Corel's dancing.
I could do that actually.
The best idea I've ever heard.
I want to see that.
If I think about it, I'll put it together.
Cartman's version of this song is better than Gaga's version.
Poker face.
Face.
Before we press play, you guys want to shill? And before we go, start with you, Krendar.
Well, my usual. 2 hours from now, slightly less than. It's time for more Weeb Souls. Gonna be fighting a big lightning lion thingy tonight.
Oh, Neo 2?
Come watch Neo 2.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, I might be there.
Yeah. I've finished the main game and I'm in the DLCs now.
Oh
wow, I haven't even touched it.
Did you play the first one, Two Guns?
I haven't beaten it, but yeah.
But you played some?
Yeah, a good way through. I don't know how far away from the end I am.
Agreed. Sorry, go on.
But I at one point I lost. I still call them souls, even though that's not what they're called.
Me too.
I lost over 1 million souls, and I put the game down.
Oh, that's painful.
And it was like 2019, and I just haven't picked it up since. But I will. I loved it. I ran Odachi and Kusarigama.
I was going to say that's a good opportunity to start over and try a different build or something. Try different weapons, maybe. Or go back to the ones
I just love that Odachi so much, dude. Just big fucking idiot katana. And the way he swings it around, it's so cool.
I also like the Kusarigama because it's fast and it covers a lot of area. Like it's got reach.
It's versatile. It's very versatile.
All right.
Way more versatile than in real life. Anyway.
What's your shout outs, Two Guns?
Yep.
Two Guns No Ammo is a dead podcast. Give me a reason to bring it back. We got 90 episodes you can listen through. The first 30 kind of suck, but they're hilarious because we suck. And after that, we have a good old time. We're on YouTube and SoundCloud. Two Guns No Ammo or Ammunition should get you there. Neurarchy is the pseudonym for my music. I make weird progressive metal. I put out an album 1 year ago called Anathema. And again, SoundCloud, as well as YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, anywhere you like to listen to goofy music like that. And I am working on some new tunes, so someday I might even finish them. And that's that.
Mickey, what about you? Any video ideas in the works?
Oh, well, obviously, I guess I'm Mickey Richards. I make, I guess, content that you don't want to watch, but if you're bored and want to torture yourself. I made a video, I guess, yesterday. I forget what it's on, but I guess entertainment. So, I don't know, stab your eyes out.
Consummate professional right here, everyone.
It's probably me eating something random and lying in a bush or in the shower or whatever I'm doing. Usual.
As for yours truly, Sunday, we will be fighting the white whale that is more Outer Worlds. I want this roller coaster to stop. It's never ending. It just keeps going. But apparently we still don't know who killed Halcyon Helm. So we have to find that out, even though I've butchered about 50 people since arriving at Eurydos. So,
John Morgan's wants to know if isn't Two Guns on some other podcast on Sundays?
John Morgan hosts the Pedantic Pedestrian podcast on Sunday evenings, and a little more than half the time I'm there as well. The time varies slightly, but it's a torturous emotional whiplash. But somehow it's still fun. I don't get it. I think I'm just developing Stockholm syndrome, Gene. I'm gonna go get evaluated.
Lying. You're a liar, Gene.
I'm gonna if you like to watch the most soul crushing, depressing world news, and then occasionally have a like a cute animal video as a palate cleanser, and then immediately get slammed with terrible reality immediately again, it's the show for you. And I also came up with the name TM, Pedantic Pedestrians.
That's not the acronym for it. That would be PP.
It is PP.
So TM isn't that at all. Why is wrong with you?
That's it. You're canceled.
I'm going to sound like a complete dumbass.
Downvote the video. Report the video.
His name's John, and everyone calls him Gene.
Yeah, it's
stupid for not understanding that.
No, you're not stupid because we were pretending to be stupid and mispronounce it on purpose, and then it stuck.
Okay.
I have to admit, I didn't know the origin of it either.
Yeah, well, it was just us fucking with him, and he responds to it. So now it's a thing. John or Gene.
Before the video begins, I want to give a quick shout out to Control. Apparently, is free on Xbox Game Pass now. Control is a fucking great game. Grab it if you haven't already.
With that, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Yeah, what's poppin'? It's your boy Buff Club, baby. Back up with that love. You know, get that. We back once again. Talking about your boy Buff. Roo. 1, 2, 2. Did we count it down? Yes, we counted down on 3s and 5s and 9s. Anyways, today, today we're gonna do Lady Gaga, Poker Face on the 1s and 2s. Your boy Buff Roo on the red one. Let's get out further ado, rad. That's already said, yeah. This was one.
I say that in real life. And no one knows what
oh God, he's starting strong.
Intuition, play the cards and
but the dancing is good.
He's strong. He's been downplaying his dancing, but his music, his singing.
This video is delivering pretty much what I expected. Yeah.
Yeah.
My poker face, see it gonna let nobody poker face, poker face, poker face.
Oh, a little bit of hip thrust there, showing us how virile and powerful he is.
Hey now.
Poker face. I run a road with him, my heart paper would be.
Oh God! Someone needs to do. I don't know how well you guys can see it. Someone needs to do laundry. His socks are very dirty looking. Like, is it like his last good
Maybe
pair?
they're just gray socks.
Oh, but there's all like really dark at the base of it. Maybe, but
yeah.
How can you even tell on this potato? How can you even tell?
That's how he cleans his floor. He just
hey, don't make me bring up the list again, and you see this time around my computer, Lolo's computer.
Low tier for his camera.
Latest fun with you and me. Russian roulette is not the same without a gun.
Oh,
and baby, when he's love is nothing but for fun. I'll get him high, show him what I've got.
I feel like I'm not used to seeing him in the foreground.
I'll get him high, show him what I've got.
I mean, we play him at the end of every.
I know, but why am I? I could have sworn it was always just a mirror shot.
No, he's always.
Yeah. Oh no, you're right. He's in the mirror and in the foreground. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is weird.
No, he tends to be in the foreground as well. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but is that normal? Is this some Berenstain bullshit going on? Like
Berenstain Bears?
Foreground, background universe.
Exactly.
Not stained. Come
is this what Papa Bear looks like when his hair is shaved?
It's the alternate universe.
Are we in the Buff Corral or the Buff Corral universe?
Or the Buff Coral.
The Buff Coral universe.
Coral.
Yeah. Can't read my, no, he can't read my poker face. See it doesn't let nobody. Can't read my, no, he can't read my poker face.
Buff Gaga. I think it's terrible.
Poker face.
What if he could sing really well but danced like shit and just like this insisted on it?
That's his alternate version.
That's the all universe.
That'd be awesome.
Buff Corral, immaculate voice, massive singing
flailing
career.
His arms around
the
like
worst.
He has no bones.
He looks like he's seizing all the time on stage, and it's part of the draw.
But his voice of an angel, you know.
Oh, he's the dude. He awards at the wazoo, like covered all over YouTube. Massive internet superstar.
Two Guns. Would you say that version of him deserves an Oscar?
Dude, he deserves an Oscar.
When I kiss enough my muffin, with my muffin I'm not lying. I'm just stunning with my loving blue gun. Just a chick in the casino. Take the bank before I pay you out. Promise this. Check this hands, it's marvelous. Can't read my, no, he can't read my poker face. See the gun, let nobody. Can't read my, no, he can't read my poker face.
That's what I'm doing.
Let nobody.
Whoa, Hambo.
Can't read my, no, he can't read my poker face. See the gun, let nobody. Can't read my, he can't read my poker face. See the gun, let nobody.
Just kick in the middle of the dance and take out his dresser drawers there.
Oh God, I wonder if there's like a blooper that like he kicks it and he just goes on the ground and he's like ah. Oh no, but what I realized
that's happened at least once over the years. I guarantee it.
Or what about like he's about to set up and playing it, and then you just hear his neighbor going, "Look, but Corral, look, we're gonna be honest with you. Like we can't really have you keep playing the music like this over and over again. You're keeping the kids awake and like at work in the morning." He's like, yeah. Okay. He just starts kicking up the second they're gone. Also, I realized something. Him on a Dance Dance Revolution machine. Like, it would just be, it would be just glorious.
He can't read my poker face.
All 10 inches.
Can't read mine. No, he can't read my poker face. Poker face, poker face. Poker face, and she don't let nobody. Poker face. Poker, she ain't gonna let nobody.
Oh, he just kind of ends abruptly. Okay.
Fuck you, Buff Corral.
Yeah. I wasn't finished judging you yet, which I'm saying average to average.
I prematurely eclapulated. I should have done that.
That was genius. You should put that on a hat and sell it. No, a pair of novelty underwear. That works too. Everything works when you believe in the Lord. I suggest you playing the original first so it's fresh in your mind. Okay.
Yeah, August was talking about the Final Fantasy remake.
Okay. Well, on that note sponsored by the Shinra Company, we are out of here. We will see you next Friday, where I believe it's either it's oh god, it's either going to be fit and curvy and
Use
red
for
eye,
words,
or it's going to be Realize TV and Sandy Frizzles. So either way,
we're getting Miss Frizzle on. Woo!
Oh yeah, hell yeah. We're gonna go to. She's gonna take us on the Magic School Bus. So what's gonna happen? We're all gonna die.
School Bus, hell yeah. That'll be an adventure.
Spoiler alert: the Magic School Bus is just a regular school bus full of weed fumes.
I was gonna say acid, but the same rules apply. That's what the liberals want.